5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. Levon Hightower at one forward spot, a 6'6 junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, having 17 points and 7 rebounds per game. And then the forward is Seth Boniface, a 6'9 senior from Dubuque, Iowa, having 15.5 points and 5.5 rebounds per game. Brett Weiberg in year number 5 at Missouri Western. He's assisted by Aaron Coombs and Zach Price. Griffins, they will move right to left here in the first half of play. William Jewell will move left to right. Jewell in the road red uniforms. The Griffins in the alternate gold uniforms here tonight as Missouri Western and William Jewell are set. The tip-off is brought to you by St. Joseph's Favorite Steakhouse. Steve Frederick in, and not a great ball that time is joking with Pharaoh Gordon, and Seth Boniface is the official that threw that thing up, and he goes, my bad, fellas, that was not a good throw, so let's do this again. So we'll jump center again, and the tip controlled. Pharaoh Gordon didn't even jump. Seth Boniface threw it to Seth. That'll be the easiest tip that he wins all season long. Missouri Western with the tip to open things up. Wes Mitter to Cole Clearman, now to the near side left for West. He'll feed the post down low from the weak side. It's stolen away. Good defense that time by Patrick Wayland. He will lead the break. Here comes Wayland in transition, and they don't stop the ball. That's one thing they had an issue with, transition defense, stopping the basketball. You'd think that'd be number one. They did not do a great job last week, and Wayland goes coast to coast for the bucket for William Jewell. It's 2-0 Cardinals, and again, they want to get up and down. They sort of averaged 100 points last weekend in their 2 victories. Seth is double team. Skip pass. Levon Hightower has the basketball. Step back Jay from 16 feet. In and out. No good. Offensive board. Seth jump hook up and it rattles around and goes in. Seth Boniface the offensive rebound and put back.
Seth's drawn a lot of attention. Levon got a couple to close out on him. That's what let Seth get that offensive rebound.
Top of the key with the basketball now is Keith Hayes. Hayes is averaging 25 per game, as I mentioned. He's shooting 77%. Now Wayland for 3, top of the key. It's good. Wayland's averaging 18 per game, and now he's 7 for 14 from beyond the three-point line this season. Minute 10 gone by. We are in the first quarter. The first half, I should say. TJ Evans drives, dumps it down low. Great position by Boniface. He forced up the shot quickly, and he had a good look and just missed it. Here comes William Jewell. Wayland will kick it to the near side. 3-point shot is going to go down as William Jewell gets the bucket. Easton Cook gets the 3-point shot to go down, and now it's an 8-2 lead for William Jewell. Much like their women got off to a hot start, the men have done the same thing against the Griffins. TJ Evans has it near side left wing. Levon Hightower catches, looks to reverse the basketball and does for Wes Mitter. Mitter guarded by Byron Harp. Now Cole Clearman gets free for a 3. It's too strong, no good. Good box out and rebound by Pharaoh Gordon of William Jewell. Cardinals left to right in the red uniforms. At the top of the key, crossover by Harp. Cook tries to go baseline, and they go back to the top of the key. Jabbing is Pharaoh Gordon, going to go the other way, and a traveling violation called on a Pharaoh Gordon, the junior from Manchester, England. 2 Cardinals from Manchester, England. Pharaoh Gordon and Patrick Wayland, both very good basketball players, too. 2 minutes gone by. 8-2 William Jewell off to a good start. Cardinals are 2-0 so far in the young season. Wes Mitter has it. Cole Clearman comes back to get it. Now on the right side with the basketball is TJ Evans. Setting a screen as Boniface goes through the double team. Now Levon Hightower takes a 3. It's no good, and now a rebounding foul is going to be called on Seth Boniface. Boy, Seth's kind of looking at the official with an awkward grin that time. Like that was probably just a play on, wasn't it?
Wasn't really any contact, actually.
8-2 the score. Missouri Western down there. 1 for their first 5 so far in the basketball game. Getting good looks, just not making shots. William Jewell's 3 for 3. That's the difference. Byron Harp for Wayland up top for Pharaoh Gordon. Gets by Boniface. Trips a little bit, missed the shot, and Boniface with the defensive rebound. Levon accidentally tripped him a little bit, but no foul was called. Here comes Mitter in transition. Handoff for Levon Hightower. Hightower with a one-hand pass to Evans. TJ high on the right side. TJ a bounce pass all the way across the court to the near side. Boniface trying to post up. That's a matchup they can exploit. Now Levon in the lane. Fadeaway jumper from 14 feet is pure. Levon Hightower gets his first shot to go down, averaging 17 points per game so far.
Really good balance from Levon, and that's a nice 1-2 punch there on that pick and roll with Boniface and Levon Hightower.
3 minutes gone by here in the first half. Missouri Western down 8-4. At the top of the key is Keith Hayes. Off the screen, Wayland will try a 3 again. It's in and out, and it rolls off. And Missouri Western, Seth Boniface has the defensive rebound. 8-4. Griffins down by 4. Here's Mitter across the timeline. West has the top of the key. Looks near sideline, going to be caught by Cole Clearman. They got Cole going in the early going against Upper Iowa, and he made 6 threes in that basketball game. Fakes a shot, dump it down low. Double team comes immediately. Passes to Levon Hightower to the basket. Layup is good by Levon Hightower. Good job being patient by Boniface to find an open teammate out of the double team.
He's got some good options out there at those guards. Levon's so long, he just took a big step through the lane.
Top of the key with the basketball is Keith Hayes. Hayes spins on Mitter. Jump pass. Here's Harp. He fakes a three-point shot. The lefty puts on the deck. Now they pass up top for Whalen. Knocked away. Evans dives to get to it. Can't. And now Whalen will grab it. He goes to the basket. Out of control. No good off the glass. And a rebound for Mitter. Here comes Wes up this near sideline. Finds T.J. Evans in transition. He'll look down to set his feet. Knock down the three. Near side left corner. 9-8 Missouri Western on a 7-0 run.
It's a rhythm right now. It's good to see T.J. hit one early in the game, too.
Yeah, last weekend he didn't have a great offensive weekend as he made just 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. Here's a 3 by Hayes, top of the key, no good. He was 5 of 8 last weekend, 0 for 1 today. Griffins have the rebound of the basketball. Clearman goes baseline right, hangs in the air, skips it for Evans. Same spot, it is up, and it's no good this time. Defensive rebound for Farrell Gordon. Across the timeline is Gordon. He shovels one back to Patrick Whalen. A deep 3 at the top is good. This team can shoot the rock. They're shooting 42% from deep, and Whalen has made 2 in the basketball game. He's got 8 early on. 15-14 to go. We're in the first half. Missouri Western now down 11-9. High right side for Mitter. Now back up top for Boniface. Going to swing it. Here's Levon Hightower in the lane. Finds T.J. Evans in the near side left corner. Evans looking down low for Boniface. Now he'll try and drive. Slips on the floor. Keeps a dribble alive and a pass in the corner for Clearman. A pump fake and a pass to Wes Mitter. Near side left wing. Wide open 3 for Wes is off the mark. No good. And a defensive rebound for Cook. Whalen in transition finds Byron Hart back to Whalen. Open 3, closing out with Boniface. Goes around him, the basket off the glass and in. Whalen to the crowd right now with a scream, and he's got 10 early in this contest. He's been really good. That's a tough matchup for Boniface. 5.5 gone by. We are in the first half. Clearman top of the key. Skip pass for Mitter in the near side left corner. Griffins are down 13-9. 5 straight now for William Jewell. Wes Mitter gets in the lane, hangs in the air but misses the shot. He goes up and under as he is now 0 for 2. Here comes Hayes in transition. Dribbles between his legs. They pass it far side left for Harp. He shakes and bakes in the corner for Easton Cook. Now Whalen another deep 3, and he got it again. He's got 13, and a timeout taken by Brett Weiberg as Whalen is off to a lead with 14:02 to go in this first half of play. And we'll see Trey Brown for the first time. The freshman point guard from Topeka, Kansas at 5'11", 175. Averaged 2.5 points and 2 rebounds per 2 assists per game this past weekend. And Check Fall also checks in. Check the junior college transfer from Kilgore College in Texas. He's from Senegal, Africa. 3.5 points and 3 rebounds per game in the first 2. T.J. Evans will catch the near side. Boniface and a Mitter are on the bench right now. Check Fall, the traveling violation. Check. Jab step left, went right, and a traveling violation going to be called. Missouri Western right now down by 7. It's an 8-0 run on all 8 points from Patrick Whalen. He already has 13. He averages 18 per game. Whalen right of the lane to the basket on Check Fall. Missed it, and a foul is going to be called. Boy, a late call on Check Fall that time. Again, we talked about this on the broadcast last week, and a lot of officials will wait to see if that ball goes in or not. If it goes in, they won't call the foul. If it doesn't, sometimes they will call it. At least it seems that way. Yeah. That's kind of how that one felt.
It was, because that ball was being rebounded. I thought it was going to be something on the rebound.
I did too. Whalen will get a couple of free throws, and he's been a good player his 4 years. He's a 4-year starter. As a freshman, averaged 8.1 points per game. Last year, averaged 2 years ago as a sophomore, averaged 14.2. Last year, he averaged 19.7 points per game. He misses a second, but so far 18 points per game this year in the first 2, and he's already got 14 here in this one.
It's going up tonight.
Yes, it is. Here's a skip pass for Evans. A corner 3 again. Got it. Second 3-point shot is Cole Clearman. The skip pass from the far wing to the near side left corner. TJ's made a couple of early shots. Already has more threes in this game than what he had the entire weekend. Clark Minifield has checked in. Also, there another big kid from Moldova has checked in. I'm going to try to find out pronunciation before I butcher his name. At the top of the key is Harp. Lost it. Has to try and pick it up. Trey Brown dives on the floor. Now Clearman has it. Pass up ahead for TJ. Here comes Evans. Reverse layup up. No good. Tipped up by Check Fall, and he can't get it to fall. Rebounded by William Jewell, and here come the Cardinals left to right. Hayes is out of the game. The young man averaging 25 per game right now for William Jewell. Whalen fakes the three-point shot. Levon Hightower guards him. Skip pass caught by Byron Hart. Jab step. Trey Brown will guard him. Here's a three-point shot by Harp. It's good again. Byron Hart knocks down the three. He's shooting now 5 for 7 on the season from beyond the three-point line. This team can really shoot the rock. 20-12. William Jewell with the lead. Already in the game, they're 5 for 7 as a team from beyond the arc. Here's T.J. Evans going to cross over in the lane. Hangs and kicks. Right side open look for Trey Brown. The rookie buries it on the right wing. Trey Brown knocks down the three.
Missouri Western, they're hitting open shots right now, which kind of weather this storm and hit some open shots of your own.
Now Whaling, it's going to be an offensive foul called on the screen, and Missouri Western will get the basketball back down just 5. Ostapichuk. 11:48 to go as we are in the first half. Trey Brown knocked down the last three. Ostapichuk gets the foul call on the illegal screen. He'll check out of the basketball game. Trey Brown, one thing I like about that young man, he is not bashful. He is going to get right in there. Here's Clearman off the screen. Left elbow jump shot is carried right down the center. Griffins within 3 now off the pass from T.J. Evans. Here's a dump down low. This is Eason Wiley. He'll go up with one hand, miss the shot, and then he gets called for over the back. So he picks up the foul. Wiley's a freshman from Rockbridge High School in Columbia, and he picks up the foul that time after a missed shot. And now the Griffins a chance to get within 1 or tie this basketball game up. They've withstood this charge from William Jewell, making 5 of their first 7 from beyond the three-point line.
As good as the Cardinals have been, Missouri Western, I mean, kind of quieter, but they've been close.
Here's Trey Brown, goes right to the basket, hangs in the air, left-hand shot, no good. Check falling, offensive rebound, got it knocked away from behind, and won by William Jewell. Pharaoh Gordon will finally dribble the basketball and get it across the timeline. Easton Cook up top for Gordon. Whalen, by the way, is on the bench right now with his 14 points. Here's Hayes, top of the key. He's a left-hander as well. Passes to the near side for Gordon. Cook at the top, got it knocked away. T.J. Evans nearly got the steal. 8 to shoot. Cook wants to go one-on-one to the top of the key. Drives left of the lane, hangs in the air, reverse layup is up, no good. Check fall, the defensive rebound. Trey Brown will push the tempo. Passes up the far sideline on the right side. It's caught by Cole Clearman. Cole tries to drive, pull up from the right elbow this time is good again. He's showing that off the bounce a little bit with the mid-range these first 3 games and knocks down 2 in a row.
Cole Clearman is just, when it comes to pure shooting, he is one of the best shooters in the MIAA conference.
20-19, Griffins within 1. They've been down as many as 8 so far in the basketball game. Here is Hayes, drives in the lane, got his man in the air, couldn't get the shot up top for Cook. A deep 3 straight away is no good, and check fall. He mistimed the jump as it hit the pad. He takes a step backwards after he rebounded it finally, and it'll be a traveling violation on check fall. He's a guy that can just go get a rebound. The Griffins haven't had that the last couple of years. He'll just go snatch that ball out of the air sometimes, and he will check out of the basketball game as Seth Boniface is in for the first time, or back in for the first time after getting subbed out. So Jewell has it. Cook on the inbound will catch it, throw it up top for Pharaoh Gordon. Hayes will catch top of the key, yet to score in the basketball game. He's been efficient these first couple of games. Crossing over, driving the lane, got by Clearman, hangs in the air, nearly scored, but he took Cole on the crossover that time, got to the rim, and he'll get free throws when we return. Timeout on the floor with 9:52 to go. We are in the first half. Missouri Western trails William Jewell 20 in this game. And, you know, one thing that's been different so far this year, the Griffins last year were -5 in rebounds for the entire season on average per game. They out-rebounded each of their opponents in the Hilliard Tip-Off Classic, and so far they're up 10-6 in this game. It's a better rebounding basketball team than what we saw a year ago.
Got some athletic dudes on the floor this year, and not necessarily, you're not really that big, but you're very athletic. You talked about Check Fall, Levon Hightower. Those guys are athletic. Seth Boniface has been rebounding the ball well today. He's got 4 already. It changes things a lot.
We see Brian Hudson check in for the first time, the 6'3 junior from Sarasota, Florida. He scored just a couple points so far. He played much better in the second game on Sunday. Keith Hayes gets 1 of 2 at the foul line for his first point in the game. It's now 21-19. Byron just 1 for 9 so far, but he got quite a few shots blocked on drives to the rim. He's more of a guy that's going to go downhill, not a great shooter from the outside. He did lead his junior college in scoring last year at Hillsborough Community College down in Florida, as last year he averaged 14.5 points per game. Near side left, going baseline is Cole Clearman, jump pass for Seth Boniface. It's going to be an air ball from about 15 feet on the wing. 21-19, here comes Jewell in transition. Farrell Gordon goes baseline right. A wraparound shot is up and in. The reverse left to the left hand around Seth Boniface. And again, that's a tough matchup for Boniface. It's a tough matchup for Gordon on the other end here, but on the defensive end, it's really tough for Seth. At the top, he'll swing it, come near side. Cole Clearman has the basketball now. He finds LaVon Hightower. Hightower going to feed the post. Good entry feed down low. Going to back his way, take his time. Jump hook is good from Seth Boniface.
Seth is going to have to be productive offensively tonight to really have a huge impact because there's not a great matchup at any point in this game for him defensively.
Here's Gordon. He'll pass in the corner for Byron Harp. He'll reverse it to the near side right. Keith Hayes goes baseline right on Clearman. Help defense was there. Skip pass up to the top. They'll feed Cook far side left. He will drive and kick as well. An extra feed Whalen, a wide open three, and that is money. Great ball movement by William Jewell, and Patrick Whalen is on fire. 17 now in the basketball game already. We've played 11 and a half minutes. He has 17 of their 26. Jewell's lead is 5 at 26-21. Seth Boniface, top of the key. Couple dribbles to his right. Byron Hudson comes and gets the handoff. Hudson, top of the key, gets it knocked away, and it will come right to us, and it will be out of bounds, and it will be, I think the official pointed the wrong way. He did. He pointed the wrong way. It should be Griffin basketball, and it will be. 9 on the shot clock. It was not reset. Trey Brown across the timeline. Gets a high ball screen. Goes away from it. Goes inside the lane. Great feed across the lane and down on the baseline to Brian Hudson. And Hudson gets the bucket on the back door. He's an athletic guy that can get downhill. Another travel called by Farrell Gordon. Trying to take Seth off the bounce a couple times. He's walked with it with jab steps. And Missouri Western forces a turnover, and they're within 3 with the basketball.
That's a really good pass on the other end from Trey Brown. That's a tough one. You're that close to somebody. Had to lead into the basket. It was a good one, though.
Hudson, a good finisher around the rim. Near side left for Brown. Going to feed it down low. Lob pass with his up. Wide open. Another good feed from Trey Brown. He's able to find Boniface. He pinned him deep. Used the left hand off the glass.
Seth did a really good job to shield the defender and has a perfect ball placement to allow Seth to just step into it.
LaVon Hightower trying to fight for a screen. Going to get called for a foul as Byron Harp was setting the screen. And now it looks like he'll check out for the first time. And for the first time in the game, we'll see Joe Hamilton coming off the bench this year. Did average 24.5 minutes per game in the first 2 games, averaging 6 points per game, and still shooting the rock well. He's 3 for 6 from beyond the three-point line in the first 2 games after shooting last year 44% from deep.
This is a tough lineup for Missouri Western defensively. I mean, Seth and Joe, again, there's not a great matchup for them out there, and now you've got 2 of them on the floor. They're going to have to be quick with this lineup. I wouldn't be surprised to see check fall pretty quick for one of these 2.
Yep. Ostafichuk is back in the basketball game, senior from Moldova, 6'10", 240. He's a big kid. And now this is a better matchup now for the Griffins because now they've got a true big in the game. Here's Whalen right of the lane. That's a tough matchup for Joe Hamilton. Take him off the bounce, and a scoop layup is good. 19 for Patrick Whalen. Trey Brown, they force him to the sideline. He weaves his way through traffic. Handoff for Brian Hudson. Now a crossover. They call a carry violation on Brian Hudson. So a turnover against the Griffins, and Missouri Western gives it right back to William Jewell. Jewell, a much improved team from a year ago, as Coach Weiberg has mentioned. This is by far the best team that Coach Hawley has had since Coach Weiberg has been at Missouri Western. A tough shot by Cook right of the lane. It's rebounded defensively by Seth Boniface. Trey Brown has it near side left. Goes to the basket, got a shot rejected, but he forced contact from Ostafichuk, and now he'll get a couple of free throws. Again, he is not bashful at all. He took a late 3 when they were either tied or down 2 in the basketball game against Winona State on Friday as he was playing the crunch time minutes. And now Trey Brown to the free throw line for his first free throw attempts of his career.
He's impressive. I mean, he just doesn't play like a freshman, and you mentioned he's not bashful. I mean, he's been downhill all game. Every time he gets the ball to bring it across half court, he's pushing the tempo. And
got 4 already in this game.
Created a little bit. We saw him knock down a shot. He's going to be a special player.
One more for Trey Brown. He's going to be a really good Division II point guard.
Yeah.
The second one is no good. He missed the second. Again, he was named the MVP of the Class 5 state tournament in Kansas. His team won the state championship. He was the MVP. 28-26. Griffin's able to sneak him out of Topeka, so the Ichabod's or any other teams in Kansas didn't get him. Here's a step back three from Whalen. He's feeling it, and that was a heat check shot right there. That was way off the mark, top of the key, fade away through, or long two. Griffins have the rebound and down two with the basketball. 6.5 to go before halftime. 28-26. Trey Brown with the dribble. High top of the key. Now far side right back for Trey Brown. They feed the post again. Bounce pass down low. Here's a double team. Skip pass for Hamilton. He will save it. Inbounds barely, and Cole Clemmer comes back to get it. High right side for Cole. He can go with a screen. No, they go pick and pop. Hamilton for three. Got it. Top of the key, and the Griffins have the lead.
That was deep. That's a huge shot for Joe Hamilton, though. He's battling on the defensive end, but he needed to come big on offense. He just did.
They've switched now. Cole Claremont is now on Whalen. Here's the three by Wiley, top of the key. That's no good. He was 1 for 1 over the weekend, last weekend with their 2 victories, but he misses that one. Griffins can extend the lead now up 29-28. Brown with the V-cut to get open. Trey has it near the Griffin logo at midcourt. Swings it to the near side left for Brian Hudson. Hamilton cuts through, catches top of the key. Brown will get the handoff. 10 to shoot off a double screen. Here's Claremont, but Trey will hand it off for Cole. Up and down low. Double team comes. They find Hamilton open for three. He passes one up for Hudson. On the drive, Brian gets fouled. He missed the shot short, but it'll be a foul on the drive that time, and Joe probably passed up a wide open look that time, and that's what TJ Evans is telling him from the bench. Hey, shoot the freaking rock, man. That's what you're there to do.
Yeah, TJ was just flicking his hand. Go on, let it loose.
You are a fantastic shooter. Shoot the ball. Wouldn't have to tell me twice. Here's Trey Brown, finds Hudson. He'll try a three in the right corner. Brian's three-point shot is not good. Again, he's more of a slasher and a driver. Hasn't shown the ability to knock down some shots. Harp in transition for three is no good, and now Clearman has the rebound. The Cardinals have cooled off a little bit now.
Western's got to keep the pedal to the metal right now. We saw this last year where teams would cool off, and Western couldn't really build that lead. They've shown some ability to do it here early if they can just keep shooting the way they have.
At the top of the key with the basketball is Cole Claremont. Hesitates, goes right to the lane. Got his man in the air. Hangs, now skips it for Hamilton. He fakes a three, gets a better look after one dribble to his left, and bangs one home. Joe Hamilton, boy, you think it's good every time it leaves his hands.
That's a good-looking shot. Quick release, and good for him to put it on the ground, too, because usually he won't do that.
He's done that. He did it once this past weekend, too. He got him up in the air, took a little side dribble, and knocks down the shot. Now on the floor, Harp fell down. No travel was called. Gordon, top of the key, sets the screen now. Cook has it. Ball knocked away on the floor. Diving was Claremont. He's got it and hands it off. Missouri Western with the basketball. They now have a 4-point lead, their biggest lead in the game. Cole Claremont across the timeline. Here's Cole, straight away, gets the screen, and goes away from it to the basket, off the glass and in! Cole Claremont, a hesitation dribble off the window, and currently the Griffins are a 9-0 run, and it's also, if you go back a little further, it's a 13-2 run.
Played well. Ball movement's been good, and the thing that's impressed me most is just the confidence they're having offensively to Cole Claremont taking some contested shots. Joe Hamilton putting it on the floor and hitting a shot. They're confident right now.
Top of the key, Keith Hayes back in the game for William Jewell. Going to shake and bake and dump it down low on the baseline right. Skip pass. Farrell Gordon, a fake pass. Open look for three is no good. Rebound over the top by Wiley. He's in the lane, gets fouled, and he'll get 2 shots as he missed that one. So 2 free throws for Wiley, a freshman from Columbia. Second foul on Boniface, and that's going to bring up Alex Martin up off the bench, the 6'8 junior from Wichita, Kansas, as he went to Cloud County Community College for 2 years, and again, he had a 15.7 rebound game with all the foul trouble that Boniface and Check Fall were in, and Alex Martin will check in. So Martin checks in for Boniface, but again, they've got a nice rotation of Boniface, Fall, and Martin now, with all those guys do a little bit something different depending on what the opponent is. First free throw by Wiley is good. Second one is also good. He gets his first 2 points in the game.
Not only is this team's top line higher with their starters and some of their top players, but they're deeper now. I mean, you forced some of those guys last year that were in bigger roles and then just brought some new guys in to help out. But this is a fairly deep basketball team from what I've seen in the first 17 minutes.
Wes Mitter's back in the game as the point guard for the Griffs. Brian Hudson stays out there. Joe Hamilton, Cole Claremont, and Alex Martin. Cole Clermont gets the handoff on the near side left. 3.5 to go before halftime. Martin sets the screen. They look down low for him. Great feed down low for Martin. He jams it with 2 hands off the pass from Cole Clermont.
I like it. Martin went out of his way. He took that extra big step and made sure he put that one down hard.
36-30. Missouri Western's lead is now 6. A beautiful pick and roll with Clermont and Martin. Here's a skip pass to the far side left for Harp. Off the screen is Whalen. He got by Cole. Going to pull up. Won't take the jump shot. Keith Hayes going to cross over. Goes downhill to the basket. Blocked by Brian Hudson. Picked up by Martin. And he will get called for a travel. He tried to hand the basketball off for Joe Hamilton. He didn't realize it was Joe. Joe didn't want anything to do with that basketball. And then Alice went and grabbed it again, and he got called for a traveling violation.
Before that, though, that was really good defense from Hudson because Hayes was dancing and shaking, and Hudson stayed right in front of him the whole time.
Now Whalen trying to post up on Brian Hudson. He backs his way down low, and they call a foul on Brian Hudson. 2:52 to go as we are in the first half of play. 36-30, Western's lead is 6. And they were down as many as 8 early in this game. T.J. Evans will check back in as Hudson gave him some good minutes. .252 to go as we are in the first half of play. Cole Clermont now is guarding Whalen. And again, Whalen is 6'5", but he does most of his damage from the perimeter. Put the ball on the floor a little bit, but he's not going to post up a ton. Now Clermont and Whalen tackling a little bit. On the inbound, they find Patrick Whalen. Cole guards him. Now up top, Pharaoh Gordon on the bounce to the basket. Great pass down low, and coming off of his man was Joe Hamilton, and his man was Cook. He got free on the baseline and got the reverse layup. And on-ball defense still at times can be an issue with this team. Stopping the basketball in transition, the on-ball defense in the half court. T.J. Evans squeezes his way through traffic. Martin open for a 3. He can be a stretch 4 at times. He made a big 3 the other night against Upper Iowa. Misses this one straight away. Defensive rebound for William Jewell. 36-32, 2:20 remaining here in the first half, and now a hand check violation on Hamilton. So Joe picks up the foul. He got isolated that time with Patrick Whalen, and that'll be a 1-on-1 now for Patrick Whalen. He's 4-6 from the free throw line this season. Last year, he shot 78%, got there 125 times. 1-1 free throw here is good. He has a 20-point first half. He has 20 of their 33. One more free throw coming, and his shot is up, and his shot is no good. Rebound for T.J. Evans. He's now 2 for 4 in this game from the foul line. 36-33, 3 straight points for Jewell. 2:10 to go till halftime. Pick and roll, near side. Hamilton puts the ball on the deck, and they leave him, and a left-hand layup is good. Boy, that lane cleared up for Joe. He said, why not? I'll take it to the rim and score with the left hand. There's a jump pass. An extra pass for Cook in the corner. Hamilton nearly picks up a foul. Skip pass now. Gordon goes to Harp. They almost overpass on this possession. They're still swinging around the perimeter. Here's Hayes. He goes, I'll take the shot. He misses the shot. The winner rebound for Cole Clermont.
I think you're right. After so many passes, it's almost like we have to shoot it eventually.
Yeah, my goodness. It went like almost in a circle around the three-point line, the baseline. Wes Mitter a handoff for Cole Clermont. Clermont just 4 shots in the game, but he's 3 out of 4. Has 3 rebounds and 3 assists to go with 6 points. And now to be a hand check on Easton Cook. And one thing, the Griffs have done this without Levon Hightower on the floor right now. He's been on the bench for quite some time because of how well Joe's played.
It's a big positive, too. I mean, this lineup really is the one that I was kind of worried about. Can they hang tight? And they have. They've been good defensively and gotten some open looks. Joe Hamilton, that old man game.
Lob in the lane is going to be caught, scored, and the 3-point play as Alex Martin jumps up in the lane. The pass from Cole Clermont on the inbound. He scores, and a chance for a 3-point play for Alex Martin.
Are you kidding me? I mean, it looks like they played together forever. I mean, I think that's probably just eye contact. I like it. All right, let's do it.
The difference, last year the guy that was catching that alley-oop was Cole Clermont in the lane.
Yeah.
As Martin misses the free throw, now you're getting a 6'8 guy that can jump in the lane and get up above the rim. Here's a drive by Whalen, and a foul going to be called on Cole Clermont. 2 more free throws coming for Patrick Whalen. Missouri Western right now up 7. This is their biggest lead in the game. They've got a 40-point first half right now, and Remember how poorly they started shooting the basketball? They're 17 of 29, 58%. It's kind of a tale of two halves in the first half. Free throw no good by Whalen.
And for the most part, it's been the same way for William Jewell the other way. They shot so well early on, and they haven't been terrible lately, but they've certainly missed some shots they were hitting early on.
5 for their first 7 from downtown, 1 for their last 6. Free throw is good. And he's had a big first half. He's now got 21 of the 34 for Jewell. 40-34, Griffs by 6, a minute 10 to go first half. Westmitter passes up top for Clearman. Cole catches. Jabs a couple of times, gets a screen to his left, rolling as Martin in the lane, takes his time, finds Westmitter open for 3 in the right corner. It is too strong, no good. Cook has the defensive rebound. Boy, that's good basketball, though, to get a wide open look. They go pick and roll now, right to the basket. TJ doesn't stop the ball. Another transition opportunity. They don't stop the basketball, and Hayes gets the layup. 46 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 4-point basketball game. Cole Clearman off the screen, looks down low. Martin rolls and catches. Step back, 18-foot jumper is short, no good. Now rebound for Jewell. About a 6-second differential. Hayes drives and kicks. Here's Farrell Gordon in the lane to the basket, hangs, and he misses the shot. Runs over Mitter, but he was up in the air, and there'll be a foul called, I believe, on West. It is. And 2 free throws now for Farrell Gordon with 28.1 to go here in the first half.
Not exactly the last minute you wanted in this half. You'd like to go to half with a 6-8 point lead. Instead, they're on a 3-0 run right now and probably going to make it 4 or 5 here.
Free throw by Gordon, rolls around, falls in. So far in the game, Jewell is 7 for 11 from the foul line. 28 seconds to play. Griffs can have the last shot in this first half if they want it. Gordon makes both free throws, and it was a 7-point game. Now it's a 5-0 run to make it a 2-point game. All here in the last minute. Missouri Western across the timeline. Again, they can hold for 1 shot here and at least have a 2-point lead at the locker room. Hopefully they get a bucket and close things out. 15 seconds. And the shot clock is off. Cole Clearman dribbling. He has it high on the right side. Cole on the right wing. Passes up top for Hamilton. Takes his shot. Near side left for Westmitter. In the lane. A floater from West. He got fouled and made the shot. Westmitter with 1.2 to play. Here in the first half, an acrobatic shot as he was knocked off his pins and right to the floor, but he lobs one in, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Wow. West missed a couple open threes, which is what they expect him to hit, and then he got clobbered and let that one in.
Free throw by Mitter is good with 1.2. That's a big 3-point play. Hayes will let one go from half court. Good if it goes, and it does not. It's off the backboard, and that will do it. 6 from Clearman, 6 from Evans, 6 from Boniface, 4 from Hightower, 4 from Brown, 4 from Martin, 3 points from Mitter. All kinds of balance.
Everybody took multiple shots. It was at least 50% except for West Mitter to get the big one at the end.
And no one's taken more than 5 in the game. So it's been really, really good balance. That's a lot. That's a huge difference from a year ago. Jewell again starts with the basketball. They move right to left here in the second half in the road red uniforms. And Missouri Western in the alternate gold uniforms with the MWSU on the front. At the top of the key, pass comes to the near side left. Whalen again had that big first half, but a little quiet late in the half. They had like 17 in the first 11 minutes or so of that basketball game. Still ends with 21, but for what he was doing early in the game. Right side of Farrell Gordon goes one-on-one, got it knocked away. Weak side defense from Evans gets the steal. Here comes TJ in transition. Can't get to the rim, so he wisely pulls things out. And it will be Griffins in the half-court offense now moving left to right. Westmitter spins, keeps the dribble alive, finds Levon Hightower, jabs, goes downhill, right to the basket, hangs in there, got a block, but got his own rebound and then lost the ball out of bounds. Had a chance for maybe a stick back after he got a partially block, but just couldn't hang on to the basketball.
He's the guy they were missing last year, a guy that can just go to the hoop anytime he wants for the most part.
Or if he needs to, just go one-on-one, get a little step back, fadeaway J, something like that. Whalen fakes it. And again, that length can help on defense as well. Here's Cook off the screen, gets a free look from the top. It's way off the mark of Brick, is wide right, and a rebound for Seth Boniface. And for Seth, that's his 7th rebound of the basketball game. He's rebounded the ball better so far early this season. Here's a double screen set for Evans, top of the key, hesitates, finds Mitter on the near side right wing. Left-hand dribble and a 2-hand chest pass back to the top of the key with the basketball now in his hands as Cole Clearman goes to his left, rolling his Boniface. Now a handoff for Cole. Pass in the corner for Mitter. 8 to shoot. Now a late clock situation. Ball screen set by Seth. Crossing over is Mitter on the floor. Finds Clearman. Has to beat the shot clock on the right side. Does and miss the three-point shot. Try to bail him out with a very difficult three. Now Whalen in transition drives and kicks. There's Hayes for three in the corner. It's good. He's been quiet so far. Has only 3 points. He's been averaging 25 the first 2 games. Let's see if they can keep him quiet. They need to try and win this basketball game. 43-41. High left side for Clearman. Cole looks in the right wing. Now jabs. Gets the screen to his left on the wing. A jump pass back to the high post area for Boniface. Turns and faces. Now finds Evans on the wing. Hesitates on the baseline. Fadeaway shot from 15 is good. He rattles it in. TJ Evans has a 45-41 Missouri Western. 2 minutes and 10 seconds gone by here in the second half.
They needed that shot. About 2 minutes without a score. They needed something to get them going here in the second half.
Byron Harp has it at the top of the key. Now at the high post is Whalen again. Handoff for Hayes. He goes right lane. Good help defense by Levon. They find Gordon wide open for a left wing three. Again, that's a very tough matchup for Seth Boniface. Not able to get out and close, and Gordon makes him pay. 1 point game. 17:23 to go here in the second half. Missouri Western leads at 45-44. Here's Levon Hightower, top of the key. Now to the far side left. And now a bad entry feed from Wes Mitter, and Trey Brown will jump up off the bench, and Wes will take a seat next to Coach Livers. Just a bad pass, and didn't have a great angle anyway, and then just made a bad pass.
Never got it with the knees of Seth Boniface, and 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen.
So Trey Brown will check into the basketball game. Brown, the 5'11 freshman from Topeka, Kansas, as he went to Shawnee Heights High School. He was a Thunderbird. So a turnover, and now William Jewell has the basketball back. The officials talking things over a little bit. I don't know what. I guess they're saying that Gordon's shot was a 3. They already had that on the scoreboard already. And we assume that it was here, so no change from the score. Gordon top of the key, handoff for Hayes. Spins on Seth on the switch, off the glass, no good, and then a rebound battle for and won by Levon Hightower. Here comes Cole Clearman. That was good defense on the switch on the very athletic Hayes in the lane. Top of the key for Clearman. Foul line jump shot off the screen. He might have got hit, but no foul called, and I think he was expecting maybe some contact, didn't get it, and he airballs the shot, and it goes out of bounds. 45-44. Griffin's a little stagnant to start this second half. See if they can get some movement, maybe get some pace to their offense a little bit. That got them going in the second game against Upper Iowa last weekend. Levon Hightower right over Whalen, and he goes right to the rim and spins for the bucket and the layup on the right side. That's a good move by Patrick Whalen. He's got his first bucket in the second half, now 23. Hightower on the right side, a handoff for Evans. TJ dribbles between his legs and a one-hand pass to the far side left. High on that side. They go to Trey Brown now in the corner. Looks to feed the post. Now a skip pass. It is caught by Evans. 10 to shoot. Screen set by Seth. They give him a little bit of space. Now TJ gets it knocked away, and it's on the ground. Diving is Pharaoh Gordon. Now diving is Boniface, and they call him for a foul, jumping on top of Pharaoh Gordon. You don't see that called very often when they jump on to a player or the pile to try and tie things up. But that's probably the right call because Gordon essentially had it, and then Seth just kind of jumped on it.
And I thought he might, like you said, they don't call that a lot. They'll let you get away with it. He did get the ball quick. It is a foul, but again, he did get the ball right away, and you just rarely see it called. But unfortunately, that's his third.
So he will check out of the basketball game. Alex Martin will check in instead of check Fall. So Martin, on that first half, he had 4 points, 1 rebound. Shot 2 of 4 in the game. 46-45, William Jewell the lead back. William Jewell led by as many as 8 in the first half. The Griffs at 1 point led by 7. Off the screen is Hayes, top of the key. Looks to be more aggressive here early in the second half. Pharaoh Gordon will catch it. Looks down low for Whalen. Trailing was Hightower. Couldn't find him. Now off the dribble is Gordon. He stumbles a little bit. He tripped and traveled that time. And it'll be a turnover against William Jewell. I think he had him beat, too. If he wouldn't have stumbled, he probably would have been just fine and got a layup. But fortunately for the Griffins, he did stumble. 15:41 to go here in the second half. Missouri Western trailing by 1. High on the right side is Evans. Up top for Cole Clearman. Clearman looks to his left side, passes for Trey Brown, and now away from the basketball. A foul is going to be called. No, they're going to say Evidently, Trey Brown ran out of bounds and caught the ball, I'm guessing. He said he put his hand and was kind of going back and forth with his palm down like he was out of bounds and then caught it, but interesting call there. Coach Weiberg kind of had the same puzzled look that I had on my face. You see guys running the baseline all the time.
Yeah.
I like that. Here's Harp will lob it down low, and a bad pass. He was trying to post up one way, the pass went the other, and miscommunication with Ostafichuk, and it goes out of bounds. And the Griffins get the basketball back, an unforced error that time by William Jewell. Slow start here in the second half. Griffins have been outscored 8-2. We're almost 5 minutes deep.
This lineup should be able to score, though, right here.
See if they can get going. Top of the key. Whalen nearly gets the steal, and now it's going to be a foul on Levon Hightower. It was knocked away by Patrick Whalen. And Levon, as he tried to get the basketball, so it wasn't a breakaway, a foul on Levon Hightower. With the Griffins struggling early on. That's another turnover. That's their third here in the second half already. They had only 6 in the first half, and now Hightower checks out. Joe Hamilton is back in. Levon got off to a good start, but hasn't been nearly as aggressive, and now he checks out of the basketball game as Joe had 8 in the first half. They'll switch up, and now Clearman will guard Whalen again. A lot pass down low. Ostafichuk has it. Works on Martin. Picks up his dribble. Now finds Hayes on the near side left. They feed it back to him. Martin guards him, bodies him up, spins baseline to his left, leans in and drew some contact. And Alex trying to just go straight up, but Ostafichuk, he made sure that there was contact. And now to the foul line is the young man from Moldova. And that'll send us to a timeout. 14:44 to go here in the second half. It's William Jewell 46.
Visit us on the web at stjoehomeloans.com or stop by our office at 1807 North Woodbine, FIMC number 2289, Equal Housing Lender. Go Griffs!
You're listening to Missouri Western Basketball on the Griffin Sports Network.
Free throw by Ostafichuk is no good, and Missouri Western will remain down just one. We have 14:44 to go here in the second half with Chucky Kemp. I am Dave Riggert. We're back at the East Hill Shopping Center broadcast table inside the field house as Missouri Western now trails by 2. Second free throw is good. Missouri Western down 47-45. Just 2 points the first 5 minutes of the second half. Off the screen, far side left is Cole Clearman. Cole goes to the baseline. A pick and roll down low for Martin. He rolls and gets the pass from Clearman. Second time that's happened. The finger roll good by Alex Martin.
Martin looks good inside, and the fact that he can stretch it too makes him dangerous. But he just went right at the rim, got as close as he could, and just finger rolled it in.
Clearman now with 5 assists in the basketball game. Lob pass down low. Ostafichuk backs his way, kicks it out for Hayes, fakes a 3. Now a step back 3 on Evans is good. He's starting to be much more aggressive offensively here in the second half. His second 3 after halftime. Again, he's a young man that was shooting 77%, and he made 5 out of 8 threes, 11 of 13 free throws, and averaged 25 points per game in their first 2 games, and a foul on a reach-in this time on Hayes. 50-47 Missouri Western. Down by 3 right now to William Jewell. T.J. Evans out there with Alex Martin, Joe Hamilton, Trey Brown, and Cole Clearman. Here's the inbound. TJ on the far sideline gets it up top for Trey Brown. The freshman point guard has it. Looks to his far side left. He'll pass to the right side for Hamilton. And fakes the pass. Now tries to go baseline. Lost it on the ground. Whalen has it. And they're going to get a timeout. Again, that's not Joe Hamilton's game. It did work one time in the first half, and that's going to send us to a timeout. 13:47 to go, second half. Missouri Western down 50-47 to William Jewell as we continue on the Griffin Sports Network.
The Missouri Western State University Foundation says thank you to everyone who has donated to the Centennial Capital Campaign. Your gift has helped the university renovate Spratt Memorial Stadium, grown our endowment, and supported programs and equipment. The campaign continues as we aim to address the needs of students and faculty in Potter Hall, home of the School of Fine Arts. Visit missouriwestern.edu/foundation to learn how you can be a part of your home.
The Missouri Western men right now down by 3 to William Jewell. We've got a couple of good games here between the Cardinals and Griffins inside the field house tonight. Griffin women rallied for a 4-point victory, being down 13 in the second half, and they were down 5 with about 3.5 to go, but they won the game 67-63, ended the game on a 13-4 run. Now the Griffin men have to rally again. They're down 3, 50-47, still plenty of time, 13:40 remaining. Here's Harp left of the lane, gets a screen, accelerates high off the window and scores as Byron Harp gets the bucket, his second field goal. Griff's now down 5, their biggest deficit here in the second half. High right side for Claremont. Looks down low for Martin. On the drive, a hand check violation on Easton Cook. Griffins now in the second half. Just 2 out of 4, but the one thing that they've done is turn the ball over. 4 turnovers already in the second half as opposed to 6 already in that entire first half. Here's Trey Brown. Looks to the right side. Keeps that dribble alive. Passes right side for Claremont. He cuts through. Cole tries to drive baseline. Step back. 3-point shot is way off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Whalen. Here comes William Jewell in transition. Skip pass. Cook will catch and fake a 3. Puts it on the drive. Runs over Alex Martin. Draws the charge. Boy, the bench and Easton Cook, they want Martin in the circle underneath the bucket, and it was awful close.
It was close. I couldn't tell.
It was hard to tell from here, yeah.
It kind of looked like he was cognizant of where he was. It was really, really close. But I'll tell you what, on that last offensive possession, Cole should have waited a second because he had, I think it was Trey Brown coming on the baseline. He was wide open in the corner. But Griffins need to score here. They got to get out of this little rut.
Cole Claremont checks out. He's airballed a couple of baskets. He didn't get a break in the first half. Played all 20 minutes, so he gets his first break of the game. LaVon Hightower is into the basketball game. So LaVon and Joe out there at the same time. Hightower going to post up on the baseline. Spins, double team. Finds T.J. Evans on the wing. Now Hamilton will set a screen. Let's see if he picks and pops. Nope, T.J. goes right to the basket. Hangs in the air. Ostaficek was straight up. Didn't call a foul, but he kind of looped one over his head, and T.J. scores with some contact.
That's a lot of body there. That's a heck of a finish from T.J.
Down to a 3-point game, 52-49. Whalen top of the key. Spins. LaVon Hightower guards him on the right side. Hayes guarded by T.J. Evans now. Going to cross over, go 1-on-1 right of the lane, and they call a hand check before the shot. T.J. Evans gets called for the foul this time with 12:16 to play. We are in the second half. Western right now trailing by 3. 52-49. Griffin men are back in action here at home on Saturday as they take on Quincy at 2 o'clock. At the top of the key, Whalen, another hand check going to be called this time on LaVon Hightower. That's the 4th foul on LaVon Hightower. He has just 4 points, and they all came early in the game. That's a big foul, and now it'll be Brian Hudson who will check in for Coach Liebert. So Hightower sits down. Now where's the scoring going to come from these guys on the bench? No Claremont, no Hightower, no Boniface. The 3 guys averaging double figures for the first 2 games. Whalen tries a 3. It's good. Brian Hudson didn't get up on him, and Whalen buries the 3 for Patrick Whalen. That's his 5th 3 in the game. Now it's a 6-point lead, 55-49. Trey Brown has it. Back up top, Martin wide open. He'll let one fly. Missed it way short. Hudson battles for the rebound, but tipped out, and here comes Pharaoh Gordon. He leads the break to Hayes on the right side on the baseline. Wisely holds things up, and they'll set up their half-court offense. Ostaficek is trying to post up right now. Byron Harp, top of the key, works on Trey Brown. Pass out high. Again, Hudson trying to check Whalen. Crossing over in the lane. He hangs in the air, and he missed the shot. Rebound is going to be a foul on Alex Martin. Getting inside position was Ostaficek, and that'll be a foul on Martin over the bench, and Boniface will jump up off the bench with his 3 fouls and check back in for Martin. It's down 6 is a big point of the game. Yeah, struggling offensively.
They needed that Martin 3 to go. That was a big one. They got an open look with a lineup that's not a lot of scores on the floor. Certainly not a lot of proven scores before they just brought Seth on, but they need some buckets quickly.
Jewell is now 6 for 9 in the second half and 4 of 5 from 3. So much like they began the game, they're red hot to start this second half. They've outscored Western here in the first 8:37, 17-6. The Griffins are 3 for 7, but they have 4 turnovers, but they're also 0 for 3 from downtown. They've outscored by 12 points from the second half from the 3-point line. Here's the inbound far side right. Whalen has it, goes baseline right, hangs in the air, runs over Trey Brown. They call a blocking foul on Trey. Came from the weak side, and they call a blocking foul, and it will be 2 shots. And they're going to say it's a non-shooting foul, but it's already the 1-and-1. So from here on out, Jewell's going to shoot free throws the rest of this game. That's what Larry Hawley's saying. Again, the 39th year head coach of the Cardinals. He was shooting, wasn't he? It'd be a 1-on-1, but it looked like he was shooting.
He definitely was.
just picked up his 800th victory in their season opener. And then he won 801 in their second game of the year. So Larry Holly's been doing this a long time. In his career, 46 years, 888 victories. Coach K just picked up his 1,000th last week. Larry Holly's not that far away. Now a missed front end of a 101, so that does turn into at least 1 point that they don't get. And now over the back on Ostaficek, and the Griffins have the basketball back. So that's a big swing. Could have been an 8-point game. Now the Griffins have it down just 6. Joe Hamilton, Trey Brown, Seth Boniface, Brian Hudson, and TJ Evans on the floor right now from Missouri Western.
Tough lineup for Western with, I think that Trey Brown can shoot it a little bit, but without Cole Clemmer and Levon Hightower, you don't have that scoring guard. TJ Evans needs to step up.
Top of the key, Brown throws it near side right for Brian Hudson. Back for Trey Brown. They want to get it to the post, and now down low, Ostaficek will get called for a foul, trying to defend the post up from Seth Boniface, and he's going to shake back out of the game.
Western's inching toward that 1-and-1 mark, too. They're doing a good job to draw a few. This has kind of been touchy here in this second half. First half, they really played a lot, and the second half, they called some hand checks. Yeah, it's tough to defend.
One more foul to give for William Jewell, so then both teams will be in the bonus. Trey Brown off the screen, passes right side, going downhill. Hudson in the lane, hangs in the air, shoots and score. That's a big bucket for Brian Hudson. That's his game.
Yeah.
And probably the short range, the 5-7-foot shot right there, or to the rim. Not a great three-point shooter on the right side. It's a 4-point game. Jewell has the lead. Pharaoh Gordon top of the key. Works on Hamilton. Going to cross over. Gets it knocked away and picked up by Seth Boniface. Good hands that time. I believe it was Evans who got his hands on the basketball. Trey Brown across the timeline. Far side left. They want to force him left. He goes left in the lane. He hangs. Passes right side. Wide open Hamilton. He lets it fly. And he missed it short. Got his own rebound. Goes back up and got fouled. Because they went flying out at him, no one checked him off. He knew it was short, so he read that early, went and got the basketball, and immediately went up and got fouled.
That was a good job by Joe, too, because he saw Whalen coming out of control and said, look, I can just throw this thing up and draw a foul. And not great from the line, but still, you're in the bonus next foul.
He's definitely not great from the line. He was 1 for 2 the other weekend. This one's way off the mark. Last year, he shot better from the three-point line than the free throw line. He was 16 for 38 last year, 42%. In his sophomore year at Modesto Junior College, he shot 65.9%. He's a great three-point shooter. You'd think he'd be a good free throw shooter. He missed them both. He just is not a good free throw shooter, and it's mentally because you can just see it. When he goes to the foul line after one miss, he's just really down. It's all mental with him. He loves it from the three-point line, and now a foul on Brian Hudson. This will be a 1-on-1 for Whalen. And they're trying to be kind of physical with him and get up on him because he's such a good three-point shooter, but then he has the ability to put the ball on the floor.
I always thought that with the hand check, and they almost change it every year, it seems like, but I thought you can make contact with one, and as long as you didn't go back to it or put two on, you're good. But they've been coming, it's like instant contact, and it's just the second half. First half, they let them do it a little bit.
Whalen's free throw is good. 27 now for him. He's just 4 of 8 from the foul line, has 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 of 13, shooting 5 for 6 from 3. And he's averaging 18 through the first 2 games, but that will obviously go up with his performance here today. Whalen at the foul line. His second free throw is also good. Back to a 6-point lead. He's going to check out of the game. Let's see if the Griffs can get something done with him on the bench. Probably a good move by Larry Holly. Get him out for a little bit. They've got a 6-point cushion. Cole Clements on the bench. He gets up off the bench and will check in to the next dead ball. Halfway through the second half, 10 to play. TJ Evans catches near side right, gets a screen to his left, won't use it. Fading back to the top of the key was Boniface, catches, now hands the basketball for TJ. They'll use the screen to the left this time, go left lane line to the basket, hang and score, a chance for a three-point play, works on the freshman Wiley, and TJ Evans went downhill that left lane line on a chance for the three-point play. TJ Evans' best game of the year. He has 12 points on 5 of 6 shooting. The GOBC teams, and actually 3 in a row with William Jewell, Quincy, and Rockhurst, and then they'll close out their non-conference by playing Southeastern Oklahoma State and Arkansas Fort Smith coming up Thanksgiving weekend down in Fort Smith, Arkansas. So it's a challenging non-conference schedule, but Griffins need to find ways to win these close games. Did not in the opener. They did against Upper Iowa. Now let's see if they can do it here in this one. They'll try and get this lead down to a one-possession game with 9:46 to go. T.J. Evans gets one more free throw. He'll try and make a three-point play out of this one, and he does. T.J. 13, having a good basketball game. Good bounce back for him after kind of a tough weekend. And again, he shot 5 out of 6. 9:38 to go. Here's Hayes, gets by Evans, and boy, they're having a hard time stopping the basketball in the drive. A lot of one-on-one stuff now from Jewell, and a lot of hand checks are being called, as we talked about, and now Hayes will get 2 shots.
And that one wasn't good from TJ. A lot of them have been kind of, I thought, a little touchy. That one, he kind of wrapped around his waist and didn't move his feet at all, so they got to be better than that, and that's kind of what I was worried about. You needed to make something happen when Whalen was out.
Now he's right back in. Good job by Larry Holly. Get him a quick breather right before the media timeout. Gets that timeout and then comes back in. Hayes' free throw is no good. He missed the front end. So 1-on-1. That's a big miss. They've missed a couple of front ends now here. Everything else will be 2 shots from here on out, but they missed a couple of one-on-ones. 3-point game. Griffins down with the basketball. Trey Brown accelerates off the glass and in with the left hand on the left side. And the rookie gets the bucket and a chance to tie the basketball game up.
That's an impressive shot with his left hand, and that's really high and a tough angle. Almost shot that when he was on the baseline. That's just impressive from the freshman.
Especially when you're right with that offhand, man. Trey Brown now with 6 points. He's got a couple of assists, just 1 turnover, makes the free throw, and now we are tied. It's a 6-0 run for Missouri Western. Now they're starting to get a little rhythm. They're going to take that ball to the basket. Here's Hart, top of the key. They switch it. Cole Clearman's back in the lineup. Here's a drive. Whalen, I got tripped. And again, Trey Brown on a switch had that one. And a tough matchup for the freshman. He is just, whoever is guarding Whalen right now, he is taking them off the bounce and more times than not getting a foul call. Jewell is living at the foul line here in this basketball game right now. And they're only 11 of 18. Griffins are 4 of 8, though, from the foul line. They've been outscored by 7 from the stripe. Whalen kind of took a hard fall. And he's going to take his time to get back to the foul line.
Somebody for Western is going to have to step in and take a charge or something. One of these guys that's on help defense. I mean, I don't know the number, but it seems like the last 10 trips now, one of those 2 is going to the basket.
Yep.
It's that simple, and somebody's got to step over and take a charge.
He and Hayes now just trying to go one-on-one a lot. Man, he's had a good basketball game, an efficient basketball game. 29 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 turnovers in the basketball game. 9 of 13 and 5 of 6 from the three-point line. Going to wipe up some sweat from the baseline right now where he's fell. And so this time might be his back right now. He's kind of walking gingerly and just kind of, well, now he's shaking his left hand, so he took a little bit of a fall.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of like his right, like one side of his waist almost, kind of the tailbone height at least.
58-57 now. They're ready for him to shoot the second free throw. And the shot is good. 59-57, William Jewell. Trey Brown brings it across the timeline for Missouri Western. Griffins left to right, down 2. Trey Brown going to cross over. Wrap around feed back to the top. They feed in low. Here's Seth Boniface. Takes his time. Jump hook. Rattles around and falls in for Boniface. He got deep position, and the jump hook ties the game at 59.
You're going to beat Seth. You got to take the right hand away. Yep. And he's just really good at getting to it and then finishing.
Top of the key for Easton Cook. He's back in the game. Hayes has it. See if he goes one-on-one now. Handle for Farrell Gordon. Now right side for Whalen. Clearman tries to guard him. Up fake. Now a skip pass. Wide open look in the near corner for Cook. He passes up on it, but gets an open layup instead. No weak side defense again. That's an issue when they get beat off the bounce, which they tend to do. Then there's no help defense to try and eliminate that. We have not seen Check fall here in the second half, a guy that can erase some shots. 61-59. Clearman. Skip pass picked off by Hart. Bad pass by Cole. Here he comes in transition. Finds Hayes. Lost the bounce. Now diving is Evans. He grabs it and hands it to Trey Brown. Here come the Griffins in transition. Trey weaving his way through traffic and wisely holds things up. He spins away from trouble. Now looks up top. Open. Hamilton fakes a 3 on the drive. Jump stop. Pass down low for Boniface. The left-hand layup is no good. He's great with the right hand, but the left hand that time he missed it. Now Harp in transition. Hayes goes through a double team again, a layup with no help defense, nobody protecting the rim, just an easy land. Back-to-back times at 63-59, William Jewell.
It's a big swing right there. Seth missing an easy one, and got to play some better defense.
Again, it's one thing to stop the ball, but you've got to have help defense and try and just contest at least at the rim. These are uncontested. Griffin defense held their opponents to just 39.8% shooting over the 2 games this past weekend, but Jewell now is shooting 54%. The Griffs shooting 55%, but still they got to play better defense. Martin down low is checked in for Boniface. His jump hook rattles around and goes in. They get it right to Alex Martin trying to feed the post, although it's Boniface or Martin, and Alex comes through the bucket, and it's back to a 2-point game. 7:15 to go. We are in the second half. Hayes 1-on-1. Good defense by Evans. Gets in the lane, though. Hangs and missed the shot. Tipped out, and the offensive rebound to Farrell Gordon. Could not clear the offensive rebound. They got the miss finally, just couldn't clear it. Gordon still holds. Passes right side for Whalen. Near side left for Gordon. Joe does not clear out. 3-point shot goes halfway down and pops out. It's a miss, and the Griffins do grab the defensive rebound this time.
2 stops right there.
Top of the key for Trey Brown. Gets a screen to his left. Passes across the lane. Great feed and an up fake. And then going up and scoring was Alex Martin. What a feed by the freshman point guard.
He's special. Just a lot of different stuff that he can do.
Alex Martin, 8 points off the bench now as well. 63 apiece, a 4-0 run out of the timeout. Top of the key, Whalen works on Clearman, drives and kicks. Open 3, but now going through the lane and finally taking the charge you've been wanting all day long is Alex Martin. He is giving them some great minutes off the bench.
I like that kid. He's feisty. I like it.
Talking to Whalen a little bit as he went by.
I'm fine with it. You need some of that. You need that guy.
And now Whalen comes out of the game, and is that his 4th foul?
It is.
It is. So he will come out of the game. He was claiming that Alex flopped on the play. It didn't seem like it from our angle, but now the Griffs can take the lead back here in the second half. 6:10 to go.
All I saw was black and gold.
Brown finds Martin on the high post area. Now TJ Evans. High left side. Evans with the basketball in his hands. Martin wants to set a screen. Does. TJ going to cross over in the lane to the basket. Hangs in the air. Off the glass. No good. And he got fouled. So TJ to the rim will get a couple of free throws. And again, last year he was a phenomenal free throw shooter as he shot the basketball 86.3% from the line. This year he's now 3 out of 4.
Forcing the issue right now and understanding they kind of got Jewell reeling a little bit.
They're starting to attack the paint, getting everything in the lane right now, whether it's be throwing it to a big or attacking and getting to the rim. Evans' free throw is no good. He missed it.
Need one.
5:56 to go. Levon Hightower on the bench with 4 fouls. When do we see him again? I'm guessing probably after the media timeout at 5. Somewhere in there, I would imagine. TJ will get one more free throw. Free throw is up. The free throw is good. Would have been a lane violation, I believe, on Jewell, but he made it anyway. Griffs have the lead here in the second half, 64-63. This is our 4th lead change in the basketball game. Can they finish? They did not on Friday. They did on Sunday. They are 1-1 right now. Would love to be above 500 for the first time in a couple of years. Far side right now, back up top. Easton Cook has it high on the right side, 9 to shoot. It's a ball screen, top of the key. Cook goes left lane line. Martin, good defense, forced the miss, and a rebound for Cole Clearman. Cole will jog across the timeline. Boy, Hamilton is wide open. They wanted him. The bench was saying, look, Joe is wide open. No one's within 20 feet of him. He's got a wide open 3, but Trey Brown says, hey, settle down, fellas. He goes right to the rim, layup up, and no good. He slapped the backboard and looked like it might be a goaltender. Now the ball is going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Western. Boy, that could have been a goaltending very easily.
That was goaltending. I thought that hit the backboard first. I mean, that was unreal. That's obvious.
I thought that was an easy layup. He's getting held back by Coach Coombs and Coach Price, and now it's a warning on the bench. Boy, it did look like a goaltend from here, and it was not called.
That's absolutely a goaltend.
Wow, it's kind of riled up the crowd and the Griffins. Let's see if they can overcome that. It would be a 3-point lead. Instead, they're up 1. 5 to play. Off the screen, Harp has it near side. Hayes gets free, top the key, catches. Keith Hayes working one-on-one. Pass near side left for Harp. He goes baseline left. Weaves his way through traffic. Lost the ball on the ground. Going to be picked up, and a foul going to be called on William Jewell with 4:43 to go. As Harp lost it, a foul called, and Missouri Western gets a turnover and then the foul on William Jewell. Again, 4:43 left here in the second half with Chucky Kemp. I am Dave Riggerts. It'll be 2 shots for T.J. Evans. Just got 1 of 2. He's 4 of 6 at the foul line, 66% this year, but again, last year was 86% from the stripe. His free throw is good. It rolls in. It's a 2-point lead. Trey Brown stays out there with Cole Clearman, T.J. Evans, Alex Martin, and Joe Hamilton is playing right now for Levon Hightower. When does Levon Hightower return, if at all? He may not. It just depends on how this unit on the floor is working, and that's kind of how Brett Weiberg has done it. Another roll for Evans. He gets both free throws. 3-point lead for Missouri Western. 4:40 left here in the second half. 66-63. Whalen, by the way, still on the bench for William Jewell. He has 4 fouls. High right side for Farrell Gordon. Up top for Wiley. The freshman will hand it off now for Byron Harp. Gordon reverses for Cook on the right side. Sets his screen. Good help defense by Martin, but an open 3 for Wiley. The freshman missed it long, but an offensive rebound for Cook, and a foul is going to be called on Cole Clearman. That'll be 2 shots now for Easton Cook. He was a 72% free throw shooter a year ago, has not taken a free throw this season for the Cardinals. Cook, a senior from Olathe, Kansas, went to Olathe Northwest. His free throw is up. His free throw is good. It's a 2-point basketball game with 4:18 to go here in the second half. Second free throw. Also good. Nothing but net that time. It's a 1-point game. 66-65. 4:18 to go. There's been a lot of close games the last few years. Weren't able to get many of them last year. They got one on Sunday. What can they do here on this Wednesday night? 4:05 to go, second half. Evans throws it high on the right side for Cole Clearman. Martin trying to post up now. Cole goes baseline, goes behind his back. Martin pops out to the top of the key. Now he rolls down low, right block. He pump fakes again. Off the glass, missed it. Evans kept it alive, but a foul over the back on T.J. Evans. They are calling it tight right now. Martin that time had a couple of pump fakes and just couldn't finish around the rim. 3:50 left here in the second half. Free throws may determine this basketball game as both teams are in the bonus. Have been in the bonus for some time as well. It's Keith Hayes at the foul line. Came in averaging 25 per game. He has 11, now 12. He is 2 for 4 at the foul line. He shot 11 of 13 this past weekend in their 2 victories. He's starting to heat up a little bit. Second free throw is good. Now Jewell's got the lead back with 4 consecutive points. 67-66. Big possession for the Griffs. Trey Brown across the timeline. Has it far side left. Spins around, passes for T.J. Evans. He'll catch between the rings now. Top of the key, gets a screen. He'll pull up and take a 3-point shot. It is in and out. No good. Rebound taken down by Farrell Gordon. Jewell now can extend a 1-point lead. 3.5 to go. We are in the second half. Harp on the right side. Pounds the ball on the floor. Back up top for Hayes. Goes one-on-one. T.J. Evans, defense in the lane. Hayes floater off the glass. No good. Rebound up, and it will finally be won by T.J. Evans. It went through the 5-hole of Alex Martin and finally picked up by T.J. Griff's a chance to regain the lead. 3:05 to go. We are in the second half. 67-66, William Jewell. Cole Clearman on the right side tries to attack the lane, right of the lane, and a foul going to be called on Easton Cook. So free throws coming. And again, as tightly as this has been called, that may be your best offense right now to attack, and more times than not, you're going to get the foul call against the defense. And now here comes Whalen back into the game. Leads all scores with 30 on just 13 shots.
I'm Alex Martin right now. I'm looking at that thinking I'm going to get a switch, or I'm going to get him coming downhill I'm going to have to help on defense. I'm going to try and step into something here and send him off for good.
67-66. Cole's free throw has tied the game at 67. He's 2 for 3 on the season. Last year he shot 88.2%. The only Griffin to earn all-conference honors was honorable mention All-League 1 season ago. Second free throw is good. Cole Clearman hits the shot. He has 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He's only taken 6 shots in the game. He's not having to take lots of shots. He's been much more efficient so far this year. He's shooting 44% on the season, 58% from 3. Whalen back in the game. Griffins by 1. 2:50 remaining. They switch, and now Trey Brown has to guard him. A deep 3, top of the key is way short, no good. Hamilton, the defensive rebound. fresh off the bench. He wanted to jack one up, and he missed it way short.
We'll take that shot all day from him.
Now Trey Brown on the Griffin logo at midcourt, uses a screen to his right. Hamilton rolls. Now Trey Brown passes a wide open Evans three on the right wing is good, right down the middle for TJ Evans, and the Griffins lead is 4. 71-67, 2:21 to play, second half. Top of the key for Hayes. On the right side, Easton Cook picks up his dribble, backdoor cut. Whalen has it to the basket, easy layup. He beat Cole Clemens backdoor, and again, no help defense. 32 now for that young man. Back down to a 2-point game. Griffins the lead in the basketball with 2 minutes to play. Trey Brown crossing over. Hands it off for Cole Claremont. On this near side right, he jabs, gets the screen to his left, lost the dribble for a second, regathers. Now 10 to shoot. Calls for a screen. Goes to his left. Martin, top of the key. He'll take a guarded three. It is way off the mark. No good. Hamilton keeps the ball alive, and it's going to be finally won by Joe Hamilton. Great job by Hamilton. Somehow got his hand on the basketball a couple times and chased it down.
Give Evans an assist on it, too. He bounced it in the air a couple times, and it's a big one right there for the Griffs.
1:23 to go. Second half. Western by 2 with the basketball. Here's a screen set by Hamilton. He rolls. Now Cole right on the lane. Hangs in the air. Finds Martin in the lane. He backs his way. Spins. It's in trouble. Finds Evans. Fakes a three. Baseline jumper from 15. Rolls off. No good. Rebound for William Jewell. They've got it. 1:06 to play in regulation. They are down by 2. Farrell Gordon, top of the key. 1 minute left here in regulation. Hart goes baseline right. Boy, he pushed off. No call. Gordon fakes a three up top for Whalen. Right in his mug. Now they find Gordon. Fakes a three. 10 to shoot. Here's Hart on the drive to the basket. Hangs in the air and scores off the glass. Again, got beat off the bounce and no help defense. The layup has tied the game at 71. Western wants a timeout with 38.4 to go in regulation. We are tied.
Can they win this game? Because you know in this conference it's going to happen double-digit times. Can they win these games? Can they win 60, 70% of these close ones?
It's be a big one for this basketball team to win a game like this again, especially it's a pretty good basketball team and get above 500. Inbound for Trey Brown at the midcourt stripe. Uses a screen to his right now. Trey Brown hesitates, passes across the lane and got it knocked away and stolen. The shot clock is off, and now he falls down. It's a travel on William Jewell. They were trying to time out, but Farrell Gordon stopped and slipped right at the timeline, and he fell down, and that is an automatic travel, and the Griffins have the basketball with 24.9, and they can hold for the final shot of regulation.
To do it, and then you kind of take one of your scores, but now you get it to Trey Brown, let him run this offense, run this play, and you got 3 shooters, Hamilton, Evans, and Clearman, that can all knock one down.
It is the same 5 that we've seen most of this second half. Clearman, Evans. And now it's going to be nearly a backcourt violation, but Trey Brown wisely tipped it, got back into the front court. Holy smokes. 17 to go. Here we go. Cole Clearman has it high on the right side. They're going to set a high ball screen for Cole. 10 seconds now left in regulation. Cole gets a screen to his right. 6 seconds. Rolling is Hamilton. It's a jump shot on the right side from Cole. No good from about 17 feet. The rebound for William Jewell. They get a timeout, and they're going to put a little bit more time, I think, on the clock. There's 0.6 of a second. The ball to make it a tougher pass. Farrell Gordon is deep at the opposite foul line. Joe Hamilton is on him. I'm a little surprised you don't put LeVon maybe in a situation like this with his length.
Yeah,
maybe a check ball.
There, yeah, exactly.
They're going to stay with the same 5.
You just want them catching the ball going toward the baseline. You
Easton
don't want
Cook
them on momentum.
will inbound it. Bounce pass. Hayes has it. He gets a good look from midcourt. Good if it goes. It is short. No good. Boy, that was right on line, and it hit the net, but did not go over the reach. And now we go to overtime. Alex Martin, TJ Evans, Joe Hamilton, Trey Brown, and Cole Clemens. Same 5 they've had most of the second half. Alex Martin wins the tip. Griffins have the first possession of OT. Here we go. 5 more minutes to try to determine the winner. Griffins led by 5 at halftime. Jewell outscored them 33-28 after halftime. Joe Hamilton picks it up high on the left side with the basketball now is Trey Brown. Trey dribbles to the far side left, finds TJ Evans. Evans jabs, gets a screen to the top, 9 to shoot. TJ picks up his dribble, now finds Cole. Late shot clock situation, 6 to shoot, 5, same spot. He missed the regulation shot. This one's deep, and it's no good. 4.5 to go here in overtime. Now Jewell will try and take the lead. 71 apiece. Harp at the high post now finds Farrell Gordon, guarded by Alex Martin. Here's a handoff for Hayes. He'll just rise up for a jumper that's good. The three-point shot off the handoff is good by Keith Hayes. You can tell he can get hot in a hurry, and that's a tough shot that he knocked down. 74-71, Griffs down 3. High left side for Trey Brown. Evans off a screen will catch it. Now here's Cole Clearman. Martin will set a screen. Top of the key for Cole. Now a skip pass in the corner. Hamilton for the tie. His three-point shot is short, no good, and ran down by Gordon. Farrell Gordon, the outlet. He finds Byron Harp. 3:44 to go. Griffs need to stop. Down 3 now here in overtime. At the high post is Gordon. Turns and faces. Off a screen again. Handoff for Hayes again. Will he jump up and shoot it again? He'll go one-on-one. Lost the ball. It went off the shoots off that time of Alex Martin. He wanted the kick. Doesn't get it. Griffin's chance to tie the basketball game. In the corner, wide open Clearman for the tie. It's in and out, no good. Martin had a chance, the rebound, couldn't grab it. That thing spun around the cylinder.
Had to hit a shot.
Now Harp in transition, leans in, missed a shot, got his own rebound, goes back up, missed it again. And a rebound taken down by Joe Hamilton of Missouri Western. Griffs have not made a shot here in OT, down 3, 74-71. Here's Trey Brown, goes right of the lane, pass across the lane, and again it's Gordon who got his hands on the basketball and knocks it away, and now a reach and foul on Trey Brown. He's got the right idea, but the rookie making a couple of mistakes on his passes in the lane. Boy, Clearman and Hamilton couldn't have had better looks to tie the game up and could not make one. Now a turnover and a foul, and Farrell Gordon to the free throw line.
I just think right now you're Missouri Western, you missed a couple shots early. You still got plenty of time, but I think you need to get to the basket again. That's when they started to have success, when they started to attack earlier. And Levon Hightower's kind of that guy, and he's been on the bench for got to be 15 minutes or so now.
At least, yeah. Free throw is good from Farrell Gordon. He's 3 for 3 in the game. He is now 10 out of 12 on the season. Here comes Levon Hightower. Free throw up, free throw no good. It's a 4-point game. And now the official stops play. And this is going to help the Griffins because it's going to get Levon Hightower into the game. The coaching staff for William Jewell is going, why are you stopping play? The official is pointing at something down here. No, they've got the clock wrong. That's an issue. 25.7 to go, and overtime is not correct. It's now 2:25 to go. But that helps the Griffs. Now they get Levon Hightower in for this offensive possession. And now they will stop play again. And they'll mess with the clock and make sure that it is correct. Because he would not have come into the game for this offensive possession because the free throw was missed. So luckily, and now that's 2:27 on the clock as opposed to 27.5, and now they put 15 minutes, so they're trying to figure out the clock right now, so both teams will get a break.
Probably good for Missouri Western right now. Get to regroup a little bit. You got a new group on this, but Alex Martin's played good. You can't take that away from him. He's scored the ball a little bit and been good defensively.
And probably a little better defensively against this team.
Yep.
If they had a true big, it'd probably be Seth in there, but with this team, a little more athletic. Trey Brown gets a double screen top of the key. Running off of another screen to get open at the top of the key is TJ Evans. Here's Clearman left wing. Jabs, now gives it from Martin. Martin backs his way in the lane, backs his way. Jump hook is off the glass and way off the mark, no good. 2.5 to go. The Griffins have got to get a stop now. They have not scored in overtime, down 75-71. Gordon passes for Hayes on the near side. Cook off the screen, left of the lane. Levon's got to be careful. He has 4 fouls. Hightower's been on the bench for a long time. Now 12 to shoot. 2:17 to go in overtime. Griffs down 4. Whalen has 32 in the game. Jabs passes Cook for a 3 left wing. It is no good. Martin a defensive rebound. Would have been hard to overcome that make, but he did not get it to go down. Griffins need to score here. Evans spins, has it left wing, goes to the basket, hangs in the air, pump fake. Now a pass is stolen away. It's Gordon again with the steal. Here comes Harp. They got a 3-on-1 to the basket, and now Farrell Gordon gets the pass across the lane and a foul on TJ Evans.
TJ acted like there was no one around. He kind of just floated that back.
You think about the 3 turnovers in the end of regulation and in overtime with passes in the lane that Gordon has stolen. 2 off of Trey Brown passes. Now this one from TJ Evans. Almost trying to be too cute with passes in the lane right now against Gordon in this defense.
I'd like to see Levon just get it and go. I'd like to see them give him an opportunity to just go to the basket and draw some contact. I mean, you should shoot 2 free throws, you get a whistle.
Gordon's free throw is short. He's missed 2 free throws here in overtime. It's still just a 4-point lead. Seth Boniface will check in for Alex Martin. So Boniface has been on the bench for a long time as well. Seth in the basketball game is 4 of 7, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Second free throw is good. It's still a 2-possession game. 5-point game. 76-71. A minute 45 to go here in the first overtime. Trey Brown passes for Levon Hightower. He's out of isolation, goes to the basket, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Levon Hightower. Would love to see a replay of that one.
After all they've called tonight down here, that's bad. And the other thing is Waylon was in the air. He was going with it. That's kind of unbelievable with what we've seen on what they have called tonight.
And that's the 5th foul on Levon Hightower, and it's a turnover to give the ball back to William Jewell. The Griffins have not scored here in overtime.
Wow.
So Joe Hamilton will return for Levon Hightower. Kind of a rough night for him. He got off to a really good start, but then he got into foul trouble and just hasn't played much in this basketball game. He was leading them with 17 per game the first 2 nights. A minute 38 to go here in the first overtime. Griffins have to get a stop. This is a must-stop, down 5. Got to get a stop and a score to make it a 1-possession game. That way they do not have to foul. They can still just play a good, solid defensive possession. In the corner, Harper's in trouble now. Farrah Gordon's left open. He'll fire a 3. It's no good, and a rebound for Evans. Got to get a score now. They get the stop. Now can they get the score? 1:17 to go in overtime. Double screen set. Brown doesn't really use it. Goes back to the top of the key. Cole Claremont. Evans in the corner. Open look for 3. Will rise and fire. Got it! TJ Evans for 3. He's had a big basketball game. He's got 22 points now in a timeout. Missouri Western, so plenty of time with a.
So tough right now to play defense with how this second half has been called, and you know what Jewell's going to do. I mean, they're going to milk this clock, and then they're going downhill. Yep. They're going at the rack.
You know, Waylon does not have a shot attempt in the overtime. He has 32 in the game, 32 points on 15 shots, but no shot attempts here in overtime. Gordon tried the 1-3 on the last possession. Griffins, Wes Mitter has now checked in the basketball game for Trey Brown. 20 seconds now on the shot clock, down to 55 seconds left in the first OT. Harp being guarded by Wes Mitter. He got yanked 2 or 3 minutes into the half, has not played since. Here's a handoff. They switch it. Now Mitter is trying to guard Waylon. He goes right in the lane, passes across the lane. It's out of bounds, knocked off by Seth Boniface, and it will stay with Jewell. Good help defense that time. Now 5 on the shot clock for William Jewell.
That's a shot the first 75% of that game he took.
There's a pass in the lane. Gordon gets free in a left-hand layup. They got beat backdoor on the inbound, and Farrah Gordon makes it a 4-point game. 35 seconds to go in overtime. Wes Mitter not played much in the second half. Now he's in the game. Here is TJ Evans, left side in the corner. Open 3 for Claremont. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Gordon. They've got a foul now. Cole Claremont tries to get to a foul, and he was knocked down. Boy, they played good, solid defense for 25 seconds and then gave up a backdoor on an inbound. That put him down 2 possessions. Cole had to hurry his shots. Missed it. And now the Griffins in some trouble here in overtime. Boy, they could fall to 1-2 with 2 overtime losses. So close to being 3-0, 2-1 at worst, but may end up being 1-2 if they can't rally here. Going to need some help now with some missed free throws. Gordon's first free throw is no good. He gets one more. 78-74. Gordon now in this basketball game is 4 out of 7. He has 13, making 11 points and 13 rebounds. Also 4 steals and 4 assists. He's been the one to get these steals late in this game. He missed them both. It's still just a 4-point game. Griffins still have a chance. Here's a handoff for Evans. Boy, he was open, couldn't find it right away. They've got to score in a hurry, though. It's still a 4-point game, 2 possessions. Wes Mitter dribbles around in the lane, can't get a shot off. He'll fade away with a left hand and throw one up. Nonsense there, and it's not even close. Boy, Evans had an open look early, didn't shoot it, and now all of a sudden Wes Mitter throws up a left-hand prayer that clanks off the backboard, didn't even hit the rim. A horrible late-game situation again for Missouri Western. They have just collapsed here in 2 of their first 3 games in these late game situations.
And even when he got stuck, had time to pull it out. I mean, you don't need much time. You're going to need pretty much a miracle anyway. You need to pass it out of there and hope you can knock something down.
Whalen makes the first free throw. It's a 79-74 game. This will make it a full 2 possessions. 9.5 to go here in the first overtime. Both foul shots good. He has 34 to lead all scorers in this game. T.J. Evans across the timeline, drifts down 6, and William Jewell's going to come into the field house and get a victory. Here's Evans for 3. It is no good, and that will do it. Missouri Western loses in overtime for the second time in 3